According to Global Change Data Lab, the deadliest natural catastrophes each year: earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, tsunamis, floods, wildfires, and droughts kill, on average, nearly 60,000 people. Since the dawn of civilization, violent natural disasters have been a part of life on Earth, yet the death tolls from the oldest catastrophes have been lost throughout history. According to a 2020 study published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academies of Sciences, the Minoan civilization was wiped entirely off around 1600 BC on the ancient Mediterranean island of Thera, which is now Santorini, Greece. But precisely how many people perished? The answer is unknown. However, historians may at least make an educated guess as to how many people died as a result of disasters that happened throughout the Common Era, according to historical records and journals. The following natural catastrophes, listed in order of lowest to the greatest estimated death toll, are the deadliest of all time per these data. 1. On October 11, 1138, tremors started to be felt beneath the Syrian city of Aleppo. The city is vulnerable to tremblers because it is at the meeting point of the African and Arabian plates, but this one was exceptionally destructive. Although the exact size of the earthquake is lost to history, chroniclers of the time noted that Aleppo's citadel and many of the city's homes collapsed. According to a 2004 paper in the journal Annals of Geophysics, the historian who reported the death toll may have confused the Aleppo earthquake with one that occurred in what is now the modern-day Eurasian nation of Georgia. They estimated the death toll to be around 230,000, but that number comes from the 15th century. Nevertheless, this alleged death toll ranks this incident as the 10th deadliest natural disaster ever. 2. The destructive magnitude 9.1 earthquake that occurred off the west coast of Sumatra, Indonesia on December 26, 2004 is tied for the 10th position. An enormous tsunami caused by the earthquake uprooted nearly 2 million people from their homes in 14 South Asian and East African nations, killing about 230,000 people. With a maximum speed of 500 miles per hour, the tsunami arrived on the land about 15 to 20 minutes after the earthquake, leaving inhabitants little time to seek refuge on higher ground. A humanitarian aid organization called World Vision claims that the tsunami wave was over 100 feet high in some areas, particularly in Indonesia, which was most severely affected. The earthquake and tsunami are thought to have caused $10 billion in damages. According to NOAA's National Centers for Environmental Information, this incident is regarded as the third greatest earthquake in the globe since 1900, and its tsunami claimed more lives than any other tsunami in recorded history. 3. The Chinese city of Tangshan was destroyed by an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.8 at 3:42 in the morning on July 28, 1976, according to a study by the U.S. Geological Survey. Over 240,000 people lost their lives in Tangshan, an industrial city with a population of about 1 million at the time of the accident. Although this was the reported death toll, some experts believe that it is significantly understated and that the actual number of fatalities was probably closer to 700,000. According to reports, 85% of Tangshan's buildings fell, and tremors could be felt more than 100 miles distant in Beijing, China. It took several years for Tangshan to be reconstructed to its former splendor. 4. Australia saw some of the deadliest wildfires in recent memory between 2019 and 2020. 33 people were officially killed as a result of the wildfires, according to the Australian Parliament. An additional 445 individuals passed away from ailments brought on by breathing in wildfire smoke, and 4,000 people were hospitalized. According to the Centre of Disaster Philanthropy, Southeast Australia's forests burn on an estimated 46 million acres. However, according to research done by the University of Oxford, the risk of intense fire weather during the bushfire season in southeastern Australia has increased by 30% since 1900 as a result of climate change. In general, the majority of wildfires are thought to have been started by lightning, according to the Australian Parliament. 5. Geologist Deng Kaidong of the Chinese Academy of Sciences stated at a seminar in 2010 that the Haiyan earthquake was the largest and most intense earthquake ever recorded in China. On December 16, 1920, an earthquake that struck Haiyan County in north-central China also shook the nearby provinces of Gansu and Shaanxi. On the Richter scale, it was allegedly a 7.8, although China now says it was an 8.5. Additionally, there are differences in the number of fatalities. According to a 2010 study by Chinese seismologists, the death toll may have reached as high as 273,400. The USG has estimated that there were 200,000 overall victims. 6. According to NOAA's Atlantic Oceanographic and Meteorological Laboratory Hurricane Research Division, the Coringa cyclone made landfall at the port city of Coringa on India's Bay of Bengal on November 25, 1839, whipping up a storm surge of 40 feet. Like many storms that occurred before the 20th century, the hurricane's category and wind speed remain unknown. Along with 300,000 estimated lives lost, about 20,000 ships and vessels were sunk. 7. Thanks to a series of dikes constructed to restrict the river as it flowed through the countryside of central China, the Yellow River in that country was perilously located well above the majority of the land nearby in the late 1880s. These dikes had accumulated silt over time, progressively raising the river's elevation. According to Encyclopedia of Disasters, Environmental Catastrophes, and Human Tragedies, the river flooded 5,000 square miles of low-lying territory in September 1887 after a period of torrential rainfall swollen it. An estimated 900,000 to 2 million people perished as a result of this catastrophe. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. See you guys next time.